to the Granny Square series. This week we'll be making this lovely cozy puffy popcorn square. I love it. I think it looks like it's like a farmhouse blanket. That's what it makes me think of, something nice and cozy. It's got lots of, it's nice and textured, yeah, with these puffs and popcorns. So let's get started. Using DK acrylic yarn and a 4mm hook, we're going to begin with a double magic circle and chain one. There we go. So round one, we're going to make 4 puff stitches with chain 4 spaces between each puff stitch, and I want these stitches to be really puffy because I want the square to have that nice texture. So we're going to use 4 loop puff stitches. Yeah, so we're going to yarn over, go in, pull through once, yarn over, go in, pull through twice, yarn over, go in, pull through 3 times, and then we're going to go in 4 times. Yeah, then we're going to pull through all of those loops and chain 4. Yeah, so we're going to repeat that 3 more times so that we have 4 puff stitches and 4 chain 4 spaces. Yeah, so you can press pause if you're making along, and I'll see you at the end of the round. At the end of the round, you'll have 4 stitches and 4 chain spaces. Yeah, so we're going to tighten that circle now. So just give your tail a little tug so that you can see which loops tightened first, and then pull that one tight. Yeah, then pull your tail. We're then going to slip stitch into the top of the first puff stitch to join, and slip stitch into the chain space. And that's how it should look at the end of round 1. Round 2, we're going to chain 2, and in the corners, so these chain spaces are the corners, each corner will be the same. We're going to make 4 stitch popcorn stitch. Oops. So that's 2. Using US doubles, UK trebles. Yeah, this yarn is terribly splitty. So after 4 stitches, we're going to make the popcorn. Pull the loop, take your hook out, go into the first stitch, grab hold of the yarn and pull through. Pull that tight because it's the corner. We're going to make 4 chains. And then we're going to make another popcorn stitch. Same as before with 4 US doubles, UK trebles. After your 4 stitches, you're going to pull the loop, go into the first stitch, grab hold of the yarn and pull that through, and then we chain 2. And we're going to hop across to the next corner and repeat. So we're going to do the same thing in each corner. 2 popcorn stitches, chain 4 for the corner, and then chain 2 to hop across to the next corner. You can press pause if you're making along, and I'll see you at the end of the round. So when we get to the end of the round, we're going to join to the first popcorn with a slip stitch. Yeah, and then slip stitch into the chain space. So at the end of round 2 you should have 8 popcorn stitches, chain 4 spaces in the corners, and then chain 2 spaces along the edges. So for round 3 we're going to be mixing puff stitches in the corner with granny groups along the edge. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to make our first puff stitch, and I'm going to do 4 loop puff stitches again. Yeah. And then pull through all the loops. Chain 4 for the corner, and then making the second 4 loop puff stitch. Pull through all the loops. Yeah, and then chain 1. And then going to go into the chain 2 space and make 3 stitches. Chain 1, and we're at the corner. So we're going to repeat the same as the first corner: puff stitch, chain 4, puff stitch, chain 1. And we're going to do that all the way around. So I'll see you at the end of the round. So you should finish the round with a chain 1, and then we're just going to slip stitch into the top of the first puff stitch, and then slip stitch into the corner. Yeah, and that's the end of round 3. So for round 4 it's just going to be like a granny square round. Yeah, so we're going to chain 3, actually chain 4, and then make 3 stitches into the corner, US doubles, UK trebles. We're then going to, after those 3 stitches, hop across to that chain 1 space between the 3 stitches and the puff stitch. After your 3 stitches, hop across to the next chain 1 space and make 3 more stitches. When we get to the corner, we make 3 stitches, chain 2, and 3 stitches. Just get some slack. There we go. And that's our repeat. So 3 stitches, chain 2, 3 stitches in the corner, and then 3 stitches into each chain 1 space. And I'll see you at the end of the round where we can finish off that first corner we started in. So I'm back to the first corner. Remember, we just made that chain and then 3 stitches. So we're going to go in there and make 3 more stitches into that chain 4 space from round 3. Now you could use that chain as a stitch, but I'm not going to. And then we're going to slip stitch into the corner, and there we go. Isn't it cute? It's lovely. I'll see you in the next video.